still do dirty. But if he don't love you and you're the one that's chasing and trying to keep him, you're gonna go through some shit. So rero tuba inshuti akajya mbwira ibibazo afite, but like me but like me, I would like advise her and tell her, you know what, I think you should leave the man. I don't care if you're pregnant, you can always go through it. You decided to keep the baby and it's not working, he's not settling, he's not trying to marry you. Mureke. Because I'm a girl that has standards. I'm not gonna chase a man, especially like the man she was dealing with, you know. And they'll tell her, you're still a young girl, you can always get a man. And no, she didn't want to leave this man. Ahubwo yaje kumbwira ko afite umuganga, like a witch doctor, umurozi. Ati mfite umurozi wanje ujye umfasha iyo byagenze nabi, ndabimubwira darada ngo akankorera imiti, ngo ariko iyo miti ntago ari uburozi cyane, ngo ni ibintu biri naturel. They do some natural medicines for her so that this man can be out of his senses and love her and be there with her. You know me, I'm a girl from like a Muslim background. That is shirk, bro. That's you don't even know shit time. Like, you know, what is going on? And you know, when you're friends with somebody, sometimes you just gotta listen and not judge. Rero uwo muganga we hajya mwitaga gande papa. Akajambira mjena vuganye na papa. I'm like, Papa, your dad? Ati no, wa muganga wanje unkorera imiti. Avuga okay, Papa yavuze iki? Yambwiye ngo mwihorere, and in like one day Magna siwe ubwe aza kuma. Oh my god, I'm sorry, oh my god, I said his name, but yeah, she'd be saying names of everybody involved with us, so I'm not gonna say his name again, but you all know who her baby daddy is. So that baby daddy mama akajambira ngo muganga yavuze ngo umunsi umwe biraba byakoze, ngo ahubwo we umugabo ngo mwihorere, ubwo babaga bamu, you know the things men do, hari ngutuntu bamukubise. Nje noneho ngamuhaza advice zanje, I'm gonna leave the man, let him be, you're a young girl, you can't be losing your mind over an older man, you know, stuff like that. Ariko we akaba yavuganye n'umurozi we, so uwo murozi akamubwira mwihorere, ejo buzajya guca yaguhamagaye, none yaraza yagukunze cyane akamubwira ngo sinzi ngo niba yo ngo ngafate sinzi amazi, sinzi ngashiremo ibiki, ngo sinzi yoge, sinzi nganywe ibiki. Me, I saw those things. I was exposed to that nonsense because of XINDER. No, remember, we were new friends. I don't really know shit about this girl. I didn't even know her parents were pastors. I would have never thought, because if my parents were pastors, then why do I have some murozi guy that's running things for me? Anyhow, she stayed up with her barozi. Because she still gave birth for this man, and the man continued to show her shege. Oh, we got arrested. We ended up getting arrested because she's a menace, and she was like Banange. I'm trying to keep my language nice. But we ended up getting arrested. Me. Remember, I come from a family with reputation. Oh my god, me, I'm trying to keep my language nice. So, Barbara Dufunze to Jemri Rehab. I tell you, when you're associated with XINDER, somehow all your business is out there. Everyone has known we've gone to jail, we're in rehab. Some embarrassing things just. Ariko nyine ukabichamo uri kumva. Nyuma yo kumubyarira uwo mugabo yarazi ko wenda zamuturisha akamugumana and what not. Ntabwo byakunze. Asubundi if I had a sister, because I have a sister, she's called Rahma, and she's my little sister. So if Rahma was seeing a man, and I end up taking the man from Rahma, I date this man behind my sister's back, even though my sister doesn't really want him, but I see potential in this man, so I steal him. And I tried to have a baby for him to keep him. You think the man that was trying to date my sister, and so because I'm there, I'm a pick me and trying to, you think he's really gonna pick me? Because men, they'll sleep with just anybody. Like, men don't actually care. They'll sleep with just anybody. Chaneko, if for you, you're providing your things, they shall do what? Sleep with you. So she has a baby for this man, and the man was still not to her. She was still going to work, mind you. A 24-year-old girl, you gotta work, you work your brains off to pay your house, feed everybody at home, for a man that's that older than you. I don't want to make this conversation about the man, but I'm just trying to give you tea, because I mean, they've given you tea about us too. Even if it was wrong or right, they've given you tea about me too. Ufashe uwo mugabo umukoreye ibyo bintu byose umugabo ahubwo, because if I'm gonna date an older man, he's supposed to take care of me, he's supposed to spoil me. That woman, she'd be spoiling. If you've ever seen her with a man, she was the one spoiling. She was the one spending all her money, her hosting money, because they actually do make a lot of money. So we amafaranga yose ayaguramo abagabo tu abakorera utuntu and stuff like that. Back to what I was talking about. We get arrested, bibazo nubundi tukajya kuva muri rehab, twarashwanye, twaratandukanye, and I was done. She looks for me and sabi imbabazi, we become friends. Ariko harukuntu nari narabaye unruly, and me living at home. So after rehab, I came back home. So living at home, remember, my family is responsible. I don't want my parents to see me. Na haninze, I don't want, na haninze, na sinze. I tell when you're from jail, somehow, ushaka kwibohora. Me, I'm not here telling my story, kujirango. You'll like feel pity or whatever. I'm just trying to give you all tea, I don't want anybody's approval. I'm just talking my talk, because I've been talked about, I'm video, I'm rehab. Wallahi billahi thumma tallah. Wallahi, she asked me if I could move and live with her. I'm like, girl, you don't even live alone. Why are you asking me to live with you? She's like, my mom is cool and stuff like that. Plus, she didn't have any friends. So I was just a victim of her bad manners and falling out with everybody. And everybody warned me. Everybody said, Tuwahai means see, da. And I'm like, people are just being shady. Chaneko, as much as the chick, she's desperate, she's psychotic, and all of that, she's kind. God knows even you guys that have been following us, you've seen it. You've seen her spoiling me. Yeah? You've seen her taking on me for lavish dates, buying me flowers, and all of that. Like, she'll do things, but I get it. It's because she's trying to be friends with you so bad. If the friendship is not coming off naturally, if you are my fan, for you to continue to keep me sitting down and be friends with you, is because you're doing some, she was buying me flowers, she was buying me gifts, she was spoiling me. Not because not going fit yomba. We're all going through some healing nonsense. We're from rehab. Plus she's my friend and she works in the night, and I'm the girl for the nightlife. I'm always out. I always want to just party. I'm like, I'm not gonna move in with you, but I feel so hot. I feel so hot. I think it's like a drink. Rikonva, when she invited me to live with her, I'm like, I'm not gonna come and stay with you. Like all the time, we're always out together anyway. Plus her mom now tells me, come home, come to me, like I'm a good woman and I'll take care of you, like mutahe bana banje, because her mother used to call me her daughter. She's like, mutahe bana banje. You know, I'm like, okay. So that gave me comfort to stay at her place. Kumva. But not because I was homeless. Not because I didn't have anywhere to stay. God knows I could lack anything. Like, I have so many other problems. And not to brag, my darling, not to brag, if I had 10 problems, money is not one of them. Money and like things like a place to stay, it can never be my problem, because my parents worked way too hard for me to suffer problems of that kind, you know. So I could be lonely, I could be tired, I could be lazy, I could be hungry, not because I don't have what to eat. I had a red flag that this person is always fighting with people. But mind you, muramuzi kuna tukana buri muntu, mana we aratukana pe, iyo ageze iwabo wagira ngo ni nk'igisimba cyinjiye ahera ku muryango atuka umukozi, aratukana. Imagine somebody that talks to their mother on the phone. You know me, the things I say, I can say them again. Mwebwe abantu bari kunyumva, ibaze umuntu uvugana na mama we kuri telefone, even in real life. No matter what your mother is telling you, guys, move get mama, hey, we need to see me. That's something normal. Like Zinda talks like that to her mom. So me, I knew this house. Her parents are nice and all of that, but their daughter is such a low vibrational person, and all those were red flags that I should have let happen. But nubga tukana bucho, nubga tukana mama we, nubga tukana bande. She doesn't have respect for anybody, but she had respect for me, because she actually knows that Salma is solid. Salma will never ever say shit about you. Salma is gonna fight your battles even if she knows you're wrong and whatnot and whatnot. 1 month of me living in her house, that's when the jihad YouTube saga started, and jihad was always talking shit about me. Like, for some reason, I was just the topic. Apparently I'm homeless, sijui I'm living iwabo. Just no really cool vahe. Because that guy, he used to say a lot of things with Tarif joke, because he barely knows me. He doesn't know me, maskin. He doesn't know me. I don't know, akangwitamu tunu to is so valid that nobody knows unless you're like my really, really good friend, like Zinda was, you know. Guys, I started praying. Somehow somehow nyine n'amayoga biragabanuka, you know, tukajya tunywa. None icyo gihe yahise ngo akizwa atakinywa inzoga, urumva nje ndanywa ndi njyenyine. So somehow it's not the same, the craziness is not the same as two people both drinking. So I was in my prayer, you know, I was in my prayer a little bit, and I prayed to God for a breakthrough. I prayed to God to remove everything that's blocking me from my blessings. And I felt like at some point, with everything that was happening to me, honestly, I'm not going to sit here and just talk shit about another person. At some point in my life, I was the girl that had it all. But there came a time where I'm bad news, and I don't even know what I was doing wrong. Back to my point of never befriend your fans. I befriended my fan, and this bitch tried to swipe my destiny. You know what they talk about, destiny swipers? She tried to swap my destiny. Like, she didn't want to be friends with me. She wanted to be me so bad, to a point that she started using my vocabulary. She started dressing like me. She was wearing my clothes. You know, she needed advice from me. Like, in the beginning, she always needed my final word. She started using my vocabulary. She started just trying to act like me. She wanted my life so bad. She wanted to be me so bad. And she's an energy vampire. She has such bad, low vibrational energy. So for her to look good and look okay, it's because she had to move with me. Because if you know me, you know, like, I'm a ball of energy. So she was feeding off my energy. That's what happened. And she went behind my back and used to tell Jihad things just so he can trash talk us, especially me, because you guys remember Jihad used to insult me. But if I told you that I've never met Jihad, would you believe me? Like, for somebody to be so mad and frustrated to insult me like that, we gotta have a problem. I didn't have a problem with Jihad. And I was thinking, where is this coming from? Kumbe is coming from the short pumpkin. That short pumpkin is a sucker for attention that she doesn't care how she's gonna be talked about. Ariko momovuge. When our reputation ajira, when our character, nothing, you know? My darlings, no neho. Like the drama with Jihad started, things were going crazy. Ariko simenye biri gupfira he. Urumva habaga hasohotse nk'ibi video amagambo yabaye menshi abarenze. Ngareba Jihad umuntu uri kunduka kuriya nkabona I have no business with this person, you know. He can talk his shit. And Zinda, she was doing this for the clout. Remember, she's feeding him with information behind my back. I don't even know what's going on. Then what the fuck? It didn't, like, it didn't affect me because for some reason, like I said, when you have light, you don't have to be anything. You don't have to do too much. I've never had to do too much to be seen. I swear to God, like, sometimes I go somewhere and I don't want anyone to see me. I don't want anyone to know I'm here. But for some reason, you shall know. And umunsi nini muri yo minsi ya mbere amagambo yabaye amagambo nabaga nabyitaye ibyo video nabaga nabibonye ariko urumva ukahita ujya mu kabari ukinywera, you drink that shit off like you really don't care. And guys, I'm a Ugandan chick, you cannot shame the shameless. That shit is nothing. Like, I've lived like that my whole life. Everybody always had something to say about me, because look at it, as popular as I am right now in this country, I don't sing. I'm not a musician. I'm not an actress. I'm not a video vixen. I'm not a host. But, you know, I'm just, I don't know, I'm just SALMA and a problem to so many people for no reason. Anyway, I'm not a problem. I take that back. But yeah, I'm actually a problem. You know? I kept up with my prayer like, God, help me. Show me something. Remove all the blockages. Because I feel like my destiny is going south. I always knew I was that girl. I always knew things always work out for me. I always knew myself as the luckiest girl in the world. But so for some reason, things are not working out for me. And everybody just be insulting me and whatnot. And then God answers my prayer. He sends me a guy from the US. Very rich guy, because by the way, me, I attract rich men and rich people. Remember, I'm dealing with a person that genuinely niyo waba ufite ibyinyo nka biriya bye ntabwo turi gutukana niyo waba ufite ibyinyo njye ntabwo mbibona like iyo ngukunda ntabwo mbibona so ntabwo nabibonaga kuriya mukobwa ari mubi. Plus, nubwo ari umurozi, nubwo ari low vibration, nubwo tukana badaho bamuyango bose, all those girls. Teta nice. Me, I know I've seen it when Zinda sent your picture. Teta nice. Miyango. Sijui Brian. Aho mwese Zinda yabohereje kwa papa wa murozi we. Kuko mumutesha umutwe, murashaka gukuraho clout yiwe so. Papa yagomba papa yamwitaga papa daddy, but it was papa. Ati papa, these people, they want to come. They are stressing me. You know, you will all have blockages to have blessings. So me sebatanza mafoto yanyu kwa papa ngagira ukuntu abigenza the natural way. Ariko nje nkabona nubwo abavugaye na papa these are the girls that are getting it together. All of them have cars. You know, all of them have the life that she don't have, you know. I'm like, papa naga kora pe. Ariko akamwizera kuko kiriya gihe cya baby daddy amustressa yajyaga amubwira ngo noneho ugitondo araguhamagara biragenda gutya. But that chick is actually insane. Nagazi psychology, nagazi ko nawo barozi. ashobora no kuba akora iyo miti simbizi niba bikora bigakunda ariko umuntu ashobora kugukina akantu bita psychology so bamukinaga aga psychology yabona byakoze none akohereza amafaranga papa ko yari amafaranga natwe twese twarayariye turi bashuti be nanswe umurozi we muri kumva uri kugenda bwira and I want to try and finalize this. So where does everything become a problem? I get a man. The man just appeared from nowhere. He was not even in Kigali. Mugabo yarari obsessed with me. Akajanywereza amafaranga. Like this man would just send me money for no reason. Flowers. Amanda knows I'm not lying. The man was sending me flowers every now and then, sending me a lot of money. And where she has to always do a lot to be seen and to be even cared for, or even to get some, you know. We are just women. Sometimes you need someone to correct you. So for her, she needs to do a lot. And me, I'm getting, let me see it. And me, Rumba. So I get a man spoiling me. Should you even Amanda always has like people, but maybe like, you know, so it's used to that. So imagine having to deal with that energy of Amanda and SALMA, the receivers for you. You're a sender, you're the spoiler in friendships, in marriages. Oh, she's never been married. In friendships, in entanglement, you're the one chasing, you're the one spoiling. Like, she doesn't know how to receive, you know. So she was now moving with 2 receivers, and we are not no small girls. Like, we were like big receivers. This man was sending me a lot of money. I'm talking about somebody that sends you $500 in the morning and sends you another in the afternoon just because you went to town, and you tell them I'm going out, and he's like, I don't want my girl to be out there, people, you know, I want her to be the spoiler, I want my girl to go out and ball, and he gives you like $1,000 to go and ball. So all of this is shocking to her. She gets jealousy. She gets so jealousy. And that's the night she was talking about. Amanda slept over at home. She came home, and when she got into the room we slept in, I'm not going to say our room because that was never my room. But let me tell you guys, even if you just looked at me, you know, I know looks can lie, but if you know me and Zinda in real life, umunyamuganda hagati yacu twembi uramuzi, ufite umwanda uramuzi. Even if you don't know us, utubonera hano kuri za social media. Like, look at me and go look at Zinda even on her best day. You know, she's the one that can look like she stinks. Remember, she was talking to Jihad about so many things. Kugirango bari kumutuka ashako nanje banuka twembi dusebe. You get it? And for me, wallahi, you cannot shame me. You cannot shame the shameless now. I'm a Ugandan chick. Nah, there's nothing you can do to shake me. You can say I stink, you can say I'm ugly, you can say whatever you can say about me. It's never ever gonna faze me. And that's why it has taken all this time until today that I'm here. And you can see I'm not even trying to fight. I'm just doing a story time because why not? You know. Amanda, abara muhamkiye Zinda, you and Salma, you both live at home, like someone's house, like parents. The least you can do is be organized. We're not talking about Munganda like that, but like messy. She said I'm disorganized. That's true because I'm actually queen. Like she said it too. Like when I grew up, I never had to do nothing. I'd never had to do things except back in boarding school where you do things for yourself. But imagine growing up in a house where you have like 8 maids. I'm not bragging. Like I never had to, you know, to do laundry. The most I can do is take a shower, wear perfume. Oh, hajamunda nuka. Kogi. Icyo nshoboye nukoga no kwibrosa. Ibindi baba gomba kubinkorera. That's true. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and try and act perfect or whatever. That is it, Candy. We are not, like all of us, we're all not meant to suffer. We're all not meant to be hardworking. Some of us, dufite our ancestors that have been hard working for us. Like, I never had to suffer. Hence, if she was not comfortable with doing things for me, she would have never invited me to leave her house. But she knew who I am and the value that I bring into her life, the things I do for her, that the people bose yagiye ashwana nabo batihanganiye, you know. Abanansakurije. Like when Zinda was saying that, when Amanda was saying those things, remember, Zinda barasakuje. Remember, nje nago bansakuriza. I'm queen. Nago bansakuriza. You can't raise your voice over mine. Because I don't even shout. Like, why are you shouting? Are you dumb? Abanansakurije, I got frustrated. I'm like, why is this chick shouting now? I'm very wow. Because fitiyonja, like, why am I here in the first place? Ngo yaranunze yagiye mvuwo mukobwa sinzi, she loves to be needed so much. She be lying ngishitize zose ni in her stories niwe wagiye uba hafi y'abashiki be bose, we nta muntu umwe wamubaye hafi, niwe wabafashije, niwe wabagejeje he, niwe wabatunze, niwe wabacumbikiye, ibyo bintu byose, that type of nonsense. She wants to, you know. Go, I leave her house, I get back home, and I just stay home. Plus, remember, I had a ball of spoiling me. It's like, first of all, I don't want you staying. I feel like you're dealing with a toxic person. Your friend is toxic, and she got you exposed into all of this. Everybody's talking about you, all the YouTube videos, I'd be seeing them, and I don't want you staying there. And now that you're back at home, I want you to do me a favor. Find a house for yourself. Get a house. I'ma pay for it. I'ma pay a whole year for you. Like, I'm even telling you guys, you know, but it's tea time. Move out and get your life and leave that toxicity. You can be friends with Linda from a distance. I'm like, cool. I found a house in like 2 days. And before I could even move out, before I could go back Iwabo to pick my things,